Hello students. Today we are going to see about the resources. It's one of the lesson in geography. In the second term you have only one lesson in geography. So that's the lesson name means what is it? Resources. What is the resources actually? What you can understand from the resources means resources is anything that fulfills human needs. What are the things you fulfill? That all will be called as a resources. Maybe a water, or maybe a air, maybe a food, or maybe a petrol, whatever it may be. When anything is of some use, it becomes valuable. By that, some of the value will be there. Without petrol, we can't drive the vehicle. Is it or not? Without the air, we can't live. Without the water, we can't survey. Same. So that's the thing. Resources. All resources have the value. Every resources having some value. Some value is there. So the value can be either commercial or maybe the non-commercial. Okay. So the commercial resources have great economic value, like a petroleum. Okay, based on the economic, some of the resources will be there. For example, diesel. They give an example. Petroleum. Petroleum is one of the needed things nowadays, and based on that, economic level will be maintained. Is it or not? Regularly, our petrol rupees will be changed. Is it or not? Now near to 84 rupees. Is it or not? 84 point something. So that's the thing. It will be based on commercial, non-commercial. Resources are very abundant in availability. Air, more will be there. Petroleum at one day it will be over. Yes, but air it will be in our all around of our place. So it's a non-commercial. Okay, so resources will be, what is that? The value of the either of the resources will be commercial or maybe the non-commercial. The value, the resources value can be either dash or dash. What is the answer? Commercial or non-commercial. Commercial normally, basically, if you want to understand, business purpose. With the hair also we are doing some business. That's a different. But basically, if you see means business. Okay. Okay, next we can see about uh, resources can be natural, man-made, and human resources. Resources can be divided into three. Resources can be divided into three. What are the natural, man-made, and human resources? Okay, in that natural resources, first we can see. Okay, all resources have been directly provided by the nature or called natural resources. So resources can be divided into three: natural resource, man-made, and human resource. Okay, that in that first we are going to see about the natural resource. All the resources that have been directly provided by a nature are called normal resources: air, water, mineral, etc. What are all the things we are getting from the earth? Naturally, we have at around of us. Is it or not? These all will be called as a natural resources. That natural resources also divided into um, what is it? Somewhat based on the origin, different renewability, distribution, ownership. Natural resources can be classified into different groups depending on origin, different renewability, distribution, ownership. How we can understand means classification of natural resources. Actually, in this, if you see means hair, wherever it may be, we can renew it, no problem. For example, nowadays, so much of the air pollution was happening, but we can rectify that. So we have the options. Water also we have the option. But what about the minerals? Example, petrol. Petrol, if it's over means for getting like that petrol, we want to wait for millions of years. What is it? Millions of years. That's only renewability, non-renewability resources. Okay, renewability and non-renewability resources. Hair can renewable, but what about the petrol? It's a non-renewability resources. Okay, so That's the thing. So natural resources, it is becoming classified into different groups. One is origin, uh, what is it, renewability, origin, development. Okay, there will be origin, development, renewability, distribution, ownership. Okay, classification of natural resources. Natural resources can be classified into different groups depending on origin. That different will not become, development will come. Okay, development, renewability, distribution, ownership. Okay, based on this only the natural resources will be divided. That also for example, origin is there means biotic resources, abiotic resources is there. Living, what is it, all living resources are biotic resources, plants, animal and other microorganisms are biotic resources. So by that also we are getting some resources. For example, abiotic resources are non-living things, land, water, air and minerals are abiotic resources. So origin, so origin is divided into two resources. One is abiotic and what is it, biotic resources. Biotic resources means living organisms resources. Abiotic resources means non-living resources. So based on this, the resources also classified different depending on origin, development, renewability, distribution, ownership. Okay, that all the things we can see in next class actually. Okay, that's the outline alone we can see, because we can't go somewhat deeply, because still we are all lacking in books, no. So we can go somewhat slowly. Just outline alone I gave. In this lesson we're going to see about the resources alone. What are the resources means water, air, petrol, diesel, coal, everything will be the resources. But which all will be renewability, which are all non-renewability. Why the lesson came means, for example, we are all wasting the water. For example, I'm telling, we are all wasting the water by playing, or what is it, without using, just we will pour the water. This all will be happen. Anyway, where we have the good trees and good environments, we'll get the rain again, so we can get the rain water. But what about the petrol? Unwantedly we are what is it, taking the vehicle for any purpose is there means we can take the vehicle and it will be useful. But without purpose, just for time pass, just for we are moving by the vehicle means the petrol will be waste. The petrol we can't get again. It's not renewability resource. It's a non-renewability. We can't get the easily we can't get the petrol. For that we want to wait for most of the days. Sorry, most of, not a days actually, no. Most of the years, millions of years we want to wait. Okay, and the same coal, by using the coal we are getting the electricity, thermal power. But so only was what is it, our electricity department asking us to don't waste the power, don't waste the power. By using the coal only we are getting the electricity maximum. Okay, but it will be over at one day. Where we are getting coal from our Tamil Nadu, Neyveli, tons and tons of coals we are getting, but one day it will be over. Again we need that much of coal means we want to wait for millions of years. So resources are needed, very important. We should not waste that. Based on that only this lesson. Okay, so like this we can see this lesson. When we are getting the books properly, we can see deeply about this lesson. Okay, so understand the video, do your work on time and send it on time. Okay, stay safe, stay home. Thank you.